Hello, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button, and we're doing Junk Journal July, day 29, contrast. And I thought I would get a little way into the project before I actually sort of talk to you and let you see my thinking. I'm going to create a page that's sort of, hopefully, a mixture of blue and this sort of hingy rusty nail colour and the copper and the gold as a background, and then we're going to add some magazine images. And the magazine images are actually, they're from a craft magazine, and they've got like jelly plate. Oh, I like that, that's kind of coming together nicely. Jelly plate images. Putting a lot of paint on this. I'm about to do a lot of blasting it, I think. These sprays are nice, but they get everywhere. I need like a spraying booth. So I thought we'd get straight into it. On the floor. I think I'm going to try and build the colour up, so I probably should have started a bit further down, but I kind of wanted you to see the process as I make it up, because I make a lot of stuff up as I go along. It doesn't matter if it goes on to the next page, because I'll blend that in, that doesn't matter for tomorrow's prompt. Now, do we want a bit of gold? Oh, that's quite pinky. I'm going to have to go back over that. But I'm loving the colour build up. bit more of that blue and that yellow on to make more green. I think we're nearly there, guys. I'm going to muddy it down a bit with a bit of the silver. It's got black in it. Nearly there. So I have my nice background that I am going to put to one side. I've got ideas. I think I'm going to have a shelf put underneath my window. Get my husband to do it over the next couple of weeks, because I've got a window to the side of me. You can probably tell with the light, but so I've got the windowsill, and then I have the actual radiator that I'm using to stack stuff on, which is alright in the summer when they're not on, but obviously you can't do that in the winter. I'm getting paint on his tripod. So we are going to use, because the prompt is contrast, and we're going to use some images out of magazines. Now, I get my main source of images from magazines from this magazine. It's got a splatter of paint all over it. I need to be careful of that. They stopped sending it to me because I think they've gone bankrupt, which isn't good. But this is where I got my stamps that I used yesterday to create my homemade stamps. They kind of came with this magazine, and I've got loads, myriad images stamp wise and stuff, but there's lots of really nice images within the magazines that are very usable in junk journals. So I know you probably you can make this yourself, but sometimes you can take this, and look at my hands, and turn it into something different and remake the things. So that's basically, I'm looking through this magazine now thinking, oh, I want to chop it up. The entire alphabet, you can make little alphabet stickers there. There's so many things just in the magazine, and in fact I've made, and it'll be one of my first flip throughs, I made an entire Alice in Wonderland themed junk journal from 1 page worth of advertisements out of the magazine, and then I ripped it up and made a new one. You'll see the one that I've ripped up and made a new one from, but they're just so handy. And what I do is when I'm in between projects and I don't want to stamp anything, this is really, I've got very low mojo and I need to do something to keep that creative flow going but be very low investment, is I will process these magazines. I also have my National Trust magazine, and I'll do it with any local magazine actually. If it's pretty and I can find a nice image in it, I'll use it. Like Tesco's do nice magazines sometimes, the Waitrose magazine, stuff like that. So what I do is I generally cut out the bits that are interesting. So I've got elements I can do further fussy cutting and get things from there. There's just lots of different things, and they can be used when I do book flip throughs. I'll show you. So I might build things up, so I back them sometimes on old vintage book page, and you can sort of like, you know, build clusters and stuff with it. There's butterflies. And you know, I could make that butterfly really easy. That's just some watercolour paint that's been splashed around on the stamp and then they've stamped it. I can make that, but I can also use what's already here, which is a big theme of me, like use what already exists and put those in my junk journal. So I have another box of magazine images. I've got these two Hotel Chocolat boxes that I rescued from the recycling at a previous job. And I've got another sort of wider chocolate box that I've just covered in paper to make it look pretty, and it goes on my ephemera shelves. So I can just reach and grab for it when I do have creative flow and I want to do something. So the elements we're going to use that are contrasty to that greeny colour that we've put on that page are here. Not sure how we're going to use them. I think there might be some fussy tearing. We might not use all of it, but they have a nice contrast to that green. And I might even use some of it for tomorrow as well. So here we go. I'm going to do some ripping up first. I'm going to do some fussy tearing. Around the outside of this, and then I'm actually going to tear it up as well. I think I might bring my page back, then we can have a look. I might be cutting that out. I don't know if I want the flowers on. I'll put those to one side, delay that. I definitely want this. But I don't know if I sort of want it just on that, or if I want it sort of backed onto some of this to pop up that contrast with the green. And then we've got this that I don't know if I'm going to cut out the individual letters or create like a banner, because I like the saying, be creative. Being creative is not a hobby, it's a way of life. I kind of, because there's this one as well, which is creative minds are rarely tidy. It's quite true. But I think these two are my sayings, and sort of have it as a little bit of a journal entry with some wordage. So how are we doing here? Are we properly dry? We're dry enough. I like the way it's done that. Okay, let's start playing. It's weird, even like the tearing when you're thinking about the camera, because I'm thinking about what can you see, what would benefit the way you see things. Yeah. Now the interesting thing is I have a jelly plate, because this is all jelly printing, like in a magazine. I have a jelly plate, I have yet to open it. I might have a play with it this 2 weeks where I've got time. Might be a while before I feel confident enough to do it on the video. So we've got those contrast. I like it. I might put some gold on them. Let's see. So we've got these bits, and then I thought we could sort of arrange them. I kind of made my own collage fodder from the magazine image as though they were from the jelly plate. They do contrast. This might turn out to be quite a simple page. black around the outside. Yeah, I think I will. Oh, I might get a bee out of my... Don't want to tear it. Let's see. I got that tin with the bees in. Oh, I like it. It's not going the way I thought it was going to go. I like that though. Okay, let's see if I can find a bee. Oh, I can. He's a nice fat one. It's good to do something different. I can actually, you know, I sort of feel that about this journal, that there's lots of things that are different to the way I've done things before. I feel like I really challenged myself, and I think some of that is because I've been doing these videos, that it's challenged me not to stay in a rut but think of something that is different. So it's been good for my creative practice. So that's worthwhile. Because I am reviewing, do I carry on, do I not? I think I am going to carry on. I think I'll carry on as long as it feels good, really. I don't want to do it just for the sake of doing it. But I think when you're a creative person, you generally want to share your creativity. I don't know, it might be personality type. I was saying yesterday in yesterday's video about how I grew up in a very noisy northern household, and I've realised as I get older that I'm not very extroverted. I think I did do a Myers-Briggs type thing years ago, and I think I was on that sort of cusp. I think me and my husband are sort of like opposites but compatible, because he's an extroverted introvert and I think I'm an introverted extrovert. There's a blend. I know it doesn't sound right, does it? So I can be very you know, upfront and present and all of those types of things. Are we going to use that instead of the bee? I quite like... Oh, I like that. Okay. But then it's like energy that I expel and I get tired and I want to spend time by myself. I think that's basically what I'm saying. I want to put some gold in this, but I think what I'm going to do is get that gold out again that I was using in the little tin. Do I go around the background elements, or do I just go around this one? I think I'd just go around that one in the bright gold. Let's do that. You can be like that. So yeah, so it's been a journey of discovery of myself. Yeah. I need to actually watch some more YouTube, like crafty YouTube. I was listening to some true crime this morning when I was thinking about what am I going to do. And I said before, I watch this variety of stuff. So it can be like there's a young Danish girl who has a very nice boho house in Denmark somewhere and has a little creative business. So I watch her, even though, ostensibly it looks like we don't really have a lot in common, but that's the whole point, is to think about different people, how they are, how they live. Oh yeah, this is the right thing to do. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Okay, put that somewhere to dry. Do I want to do that? I don't want to do it around that one. I think I do want black around that one somehow. Let's try and work that out then. Got some book page. So that's how one of my stamps turned out from yesterday for making stamps. The other page, I'm really happy with it. It's going to be really useful. I'm going to do a full video on that process. Okay, I think we're just going to use the Posca marker, stick it down. Didn't test my glue. Got a tickle. I was saying to my boss on Friday, we were having like a case management meeting, and after we finished, she says, "Oh, how are you feeling about like annual leave?" And I said, "Oh, I've got like I've got earache and a cold sore, so I think I've been burning the candle at both ends. But I've really enjoyed it." I am really enjoying it, so now let's see, where's that big, let's put that there. Oh, that's the other stamp, the long stamp. Oh, so impressed with them. Everything needs a tidy, ain't it? No, yellow. It's wider than the other ones. Doing it with one of them. But it's laid down on the bottom. Black pens though, they'll work. They'll do. I'll have to take that apart and redo it. I don't know if you can still see me. I hope you can. I'm sure you can. I did check before I switched the camera on. You can see all of this mat. Okay. So it's not, the weather's nice here. It's Sunday here. I don't know if we're going to go out. We didn't go out yesterday. I don't know if we're going to go out today. Normally the weekends we're like, oh, we've got to go out one day. But because we've got 2 weeks ahead of us, I don't know if we're just going to relax and potter around. So I wanted that there, and then I wanted that sort of there with the bee. Where's the bee gone? Stick the bee on. I know it's a bit cliche, but I don't mind a cliche. Oh, I like that coming off a little bit. Okay, be creative. Sorry, I'm going quiet. Oh, I like that. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Let's do it. I was going to get the matte gel out, but I think this would just be the quickest way of doing it. So, have a dig in your stash, because I get some magazines out and just think differently about how you're going to use it. There's loads of ways. Just as many as the images are different, you can make people. I've made, and I will do I've got a project of using a magazine to make a journal, and I have another magazine journal that I can do as a flip through, where I basically will just make a journal from a magazine, and it's got lots of paint and stamps. But like my junk journaling journey starts with magazine images and craft magazine images, because that's all I had to be creative. Once I mentioned yesterday, I sort of put myself on a no spend thing during that first lockdown, and after I did some, I kind of ripped the kitchen apart and basically repainted bits of it in this rented house we were living in, all reversible. I should have YouTubed that. That would have been a fantastic video. Renter-friendly kitchen makeover. But I didn't even consider that back then. I was doing, actually, some Facebook Lives before I was furloughed. I was doing some Facebook Lives of some of the creative groups I used to run in that job. And then they furloughed me. So I couldn't do, like, literally you're not allowed to do anything. No, it's, how am I going to do that and that so it doesn't upset me? Because I don't want any lines to match. Oh, I can, it'll be fine actually if I move it down a little tiny bit. Talk to myself. I'll ask Miles to dig that little microphone out, because I'm sure it'll go in the headphone jack of that phone. And you'll be able to hear me muttering more, because I watch. So my editing process is not very extensive. When I finish recording this, I will watch it back on my phone, on the phone that I'm filming it on, and then I will, well, before that I'll take a picture of the thumbnail, then I'll put that on the thumbnail and the blurbage, which I'm not very good at, I need to get better at that, up, and then after that, yeah, I don't want any lines. Oh, there we go. After that, I will watch it back again once it's uploaded, so that it's gone up, because I just don't trust the process, basically. And I think that's probably its due diligence, isn't it? So I watched the video again from YouTube, but I sort of cast it to the TV. You know, like your Chromecast thingy. Majig, what's it? So that I can see it and see what it looks like on the telly. It is the most cringy thing, and I don't want anybody else to be in the room while I do it. Like, I don't want Miles to watch it with me, or Lily to watch it. You know, like even the cat. I think I just sort of I just want to watch it out the way. So I normally do it. Like on Friday night, Miles was cooking dinner at that point, so I did it while he cooked dinner. I sort of watched the video I put up on Friday out. I can't remember what I did yesterday. I think I just watched it by myself somehow, or I might have watched it on my laptop. If I can't watch it on the telly, I'll watch it on my laptop. Is that contrasty? I think there is contrast, isn't there? It's not as vivid, but I'm not. I do like colour, but I don't know how you like bright. I like my colour to be. I don't know whether I go in with my Posca pens or not. I like that you can still see the music paper. Wow. I don't know if I need to do anything else. What do you think? Do you think I need to do anything else? I was going to go in with the pens, but I think that's probably enough. I don't want to over egg it. So, be creative. Use whatever you have at your disposal. When you're feeling you've lost your mojo, get one of your craft magazines out, chop it up, put it in a box. And one day, you'll reach for whatever you've chopped up, and you'll either chop it up further or rip it up further, and you'll make a page. I really like that. It's not what I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I think I might do one last thing. I might put some yellow on that bee. Yeah, I'm going to do that, and then that'll be it. It means digging back into the box of doom. Got an orange. Do not fall down the back. I've got Posca pens. Is that right? Let's do it with Posca pen. Dotty top. Oh yeah, that contrasts. It's all about contrasts. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to go out. I don't think we are. I don't know. I will have a chat with his nibs. I need my tummy rumbling. I need my breakfast. Well, my second breakfast, because I was up like before 6 o'clock, because I do wake up early as I get older. When I was younger, I used to like bed rotting. What now? I get older. I'm like, oh, get up. Ooh, what do I think? I like it. So that's day 29, contrast. We've only got Shine and Celebrate left. I love this book. It's just, it's so different. Each page is different, and yeah, it's taken me on a journey, and I love it. So, day 29, contrast. Using magazines and homemade spray to blend together and make a nice picture. I'm glad you're here with me. If you've enjoyed this, do the YouTube-y things that make my little channel grow. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell and share. I will deeply appreciate it. So, thank you very much. I'm going to film another video now because I've got to make a journal so that when I go and do my crafting with my friend tomorrow, I will have something to do. So, watch that. I might have some breakfast first though. There we go. Bye bye everybody.